All right. We're recording. How HD can this get? Okay, it's at max definition. Let's do this.
So from here, so we start from here, right? Yeah. So we just open the door. So this is the grassland area. So Cloud has fled from Midgar and are going to the south of Midgar in the grassland area. And they're staying in a town in a place called Calm. But Shinra have heard that the Avalanche are staying there, so are attacked and are escaping from Calm, which is here. So in terms of the Rebirth, game experience will start from here. So the world map characterizes is how we showed. And in the previous promotion, the reason why we show this was that meaning. So this is the field. Wow. Wow.
Okay, so are they heading towards Calm, or are they leaving Calm? She kind of confused that for me.
In this field, that the world map, we have it as one space, and within that we have this grassland area and other areas, and within that area there's towns as well as dungeons that are in a seamless as a big world map. So it's like an open world. So it's like
I mean, wasn't that the whole
world.
point of this? Is that it was going to be open world?
The lands which are connected, and you're able to feel directly the Final Fantasy Rebirth world. So if you actually live in this world, this is the kind of distance you have. So in this grassland area, it's only a part of this world area, and it's just a 2-kilometer area. So even if you explore this, it won't end.
It is so realistic. I was wondering how you're going to create this field, but we made it. Without making it, I think all the fans waiting for the remake will not be satisfied, so we made this happen. Fantastic. These areas, you have all the areas surrounding all the planet that is so beyond description. You'd like to go everywhere.
What's up, Dean?
Now they are ready to start, and in this title
you
can go various places of the world map as well.
Okay, so it's still a party of 3.
As you'd like. This time I'd like to show you how you can switch a various party members, and you can switch from the command pane.
So can you just swap players in and out at will?
That from TGS is not necessary. So it's modern. You can use smartphones to switch parties. And going back to the game, you can see the village farm where we'd like to take a look at it. There will be encounters with enemies, yes. And in terms of distance, about 1 kilometer or so, you will be walking in that direction. So I'd like to give some explanation. Walking along the road, and in front of you can see some enemies in front of you, so we'd like to explain.
So wild animals just hanging out, you can just encounter and fight at will. Nice.
The synergy, ability and synergy skill. First I'd like to
so they're not just going to appear out of thin air.
Crowd is utilizing the power from Aerith, and Tifa uses the magical power from Aerith and try to conduct a combination attack in the air, and you can just guard or charge the attack.
Tifa out here still doing Marvel combos.
Actions and technical, a synergy can be utilized. You do not have to use ATBs, so you can use this while ATB gauge is filling up. This is something different from the first title. You can see more technical aspect of the battle. You do not have to wander around while the ATB gauge fills up. Yes, you can use combination attacks. And the synergy skill, crowd, Aerith combination.
Oh no, it's not a bad thing at all. Like, Tifa was hands down one of the most fun characters to play in the last game. So I would hope that they would keep a lot of her flair.
And synergy skills as you'd like. You picked various items on the field. Yes, there are so many items on the field, and some of you have played this on a trial, but there's a crafting or item transmutation system is adopted, and you can pick some dropped items from the enemies and gather various items, and you can craft or transmute.
So you can
various
craft items
You can
and
use
shit on the
potion.
fly. Cool. Yeah, like
By doing so, you can
Max
create
had been
various
talking a
items,
ton
and
that
when you
like
become more mature,
the lead the lead
a
director of
skill
this
or
game was a
armor,
huge
equipment,
fan of the
or even
Horizon
reinstate
series,
your gears.
and that was
This
something
can be
huge in
used from start
Horizon.
to the end of the game. Please use this item transmutation or crafting function. Oh, it's something we saw in the previous titles at the time of Final Fantasy V or so. Many people love this kind of thing. That's true. Please pick everything on the field. And then I'd like us to ask you to explore in
Yes,
the
jump,
field. So
jump,
there's
jump
so
from the
many
cliff.
wide field areas you
Show
can
me the limitations of your
go
physique.
down from here. Yes, from the hill. And also you can climb up to the hill and mountains. There are so many field actions prepared for this title. Oh, you can move very freely. Compared to the previous title, there's more flexibility in movement, and also this you can see some animals walking around.
You see the friendly wildlife just running
And
around.
also everybody loves this Shinra boxes. You can identify Shinra boxes.
Oh, that was a
Everybody
little
likes
baby
to slash off
chocobo.
Shinra boxes, so please slash them off. In addition to that,
It's a
as you
chocobo.
are walking, there's a very small chocobo, and you can follow the chocobo, and he says, "Please follow me," and you can see some signposts. And
Oh,
when you
that's
fix the
clever.
signpost of the game, you can use this as a fast travel point. And from the world perspective, this chocobo will be very delighted to see. So cute. And after fixing signpost, you can create trust with this chocobo, and you can give
Pet
some
the
reaction to
chocobo.
this chocobo.
It's a
So
good
cute.
chocobo.
And depending on the area, the reactions may vary. So please try. And you can use this as a fast travel point, as well as these benches. Oh, fantastic benches.
Okay,
And
so
it's different.
the benches that heal all. He puts down a cushion.
Oh, he's using
Where was
cushions.
he hiding that?
And in the world map, so the benches are so old and dirty, so you need to use cushions. I
That's
think
funny.
Cloud would like to use cushions when he'd like to sit on the bench.
He just whips a cushion out from nowhere.
You recover your life point, then we'd like to show you Red 13, give you some explanation of Red 13.
Yeah, show me red.
Red 13 is designed for the near-range attackers. You can show various special moves close to enemies, and you can charge your ATB gaze to use a very powerful ATB skills. I'm going to use this. This is very powerful. This is very
Yo.
useful move, Stardust Ray. And Red 13 has another special one, that is the Vengeance Gauge. When you protect or guard the attacks of enemies, you can charge Vengeance Gauge, and when you feel that, you can go into the Vengeance mode with the special abilities you can use in that state. It's not that Red 13 can just go into the enemy's attack, but also you can guard the attacks from enemies, then you can use very special mode Red 13, and you can do counter, and that's very refreshing. So Red 13 has
I like how
become
quick the
differentiated
combat
from other characters,
transitions.
so please enjoy playing and using Red 13. Red 13, I'd like to play this character, which we could not use in the previous title, and many fans were complained about that.
We can swim?
Finally, we can use Red 13, and you can swim in the river. You can swim in the river or in the ocean, maybe legendary, the submarine material. Not just swimming, you can climb up ropes, or you can use wire hooks. There are so many various world actions so that you can enjoy exploring the various places of the world.
Oh my god, are we best friends?
You have 260 meters to the destination. The field is so big. And this time, as I mentioned earlier, this is something you can see. Cloud would like to rent a chocobo to the swamplands.
Hey, it's the chocobo farm!
So I think you can tell when you play the original version, you can see. So we are going to Chocobo Ranch.
You shut up, phone.
Ranch, so that we can go to the swamplands. Everybody loves Chocobo Ranch, and he's the.
I was about to say you better have the Chocobo Ranch.
Not him this time, but you can meet him here.
Giant chicken.
Just to show a glimpse of him. Now we are here, and we here would like to rent Chocobo so that we can go to swamplands. And in this title, Chocobo offers a very
okay. So like, if the placement is the same, then this is after they leave Calm. Because the Chocobo Ranch is past that.
Water sea at a very high speed.
Look how happy that Chocobo is.
Go various places. That is one of the uniqueness of this title. And this Billy, Chocobo Billy, when you play the last title, you should remember a Chocobo Sam, but there are people.
Yeah, there was Chocobill and Chocobilly.
Farming Chocobo is something we try to be detailed about in this title, and this Chocobo Billy is very important character in this title. I see. Yes.
So is the bandage on his nose because the Chocobo kicked him in the face?
To rent the Chocobo, but we were asked to catch a Chocobo who went away from the ranch. Now we are going to catch a Chocobo. In the original version, do you remember how we catch Chocobo?
You had to have the Chocobo lure materia, and you had to go to an area on the map with Chocobo footprints and wait for a random battle.
Yes, that is correct. Yes, that reminded me. Yes, good memory. And in this title, how we are going to get Chocobo is something I'd like to show you and explain to you from now. Thank you. And she's Kuloe, sister of Chocobo Billy. Now, after catching Chocobo, Billy will tell you how to ride on the Chocobo. Now we are going to catch a Chocobo. In this title, as with the original version, you should follow track and footprints. That is the homage we've made. I remember that, yes. In the original version, that was some symbolic, but in this title, you can see the actual footprints here. It's so real.
Oh, so you can actually follow the footprints.
These footprints of Chocobo. In the original version, we could make it, but this is actually what's happening in the title. You should follow.
That moment you realize just how enormous a Chocobo would actually be in real life. That these things basically replace horses.
You can identify Chocobo footprints, and you can trace them back so that you can move forward, and then you can meet a bunch of Chocobo groups.
In the original. So yeah, we found Chocobo. So let's go and capture Chocobo. So how do you think that we're going to capture Chocobo in this one?
Chocobo's already got a saddle on him and everything.
Right? So let's actually try it out.
So wait, do you have to sneak up on them this time?
It's a Stella's mini game for capturing the Chocobo. So in the Stella's mini code, so that Chocobo doesn't realize, we are very careful so that we don't have ourselves in the sight of Chocobo. So this is the first one, so it's very easy. So if you're very careful.
So if the Chocobo spot you, do they freak out and just dive kick your ass?
But it's coming to become more and more difficult. So when it becomes a red Chocobo, it's going to be difficult. But even if you fail, you can retry. So there's no penalties. I want you to make a lot of opportunities. So you want to move when Chocobo's not looking.
Okay, good. So you can retry if my non-stealthy ass fails it a dozen times.
Catch this time around. It's very careful. It's hiding, but I think they will realize it's very good to detect. So in those cases, very cute.
How is he being sneaky at all with that gigantic sword on his back?
so that you're able to divert the view and capture during those times. So by throwing a stone, you're able to divert the view. So this is the opportunity. So during this opportunity, you go and you get on. You get on. And
The Chocobo
this
just
is
immediately bucks him
when
off.
it feels safe when you grab. Chocobo feels a sense, and then you can become very close with Chocobo and able to utilize Chocobo because you have this bond, you'll have this trust relationship.
Have a radish.
Oh, and you can provide the Giza green. And as you explore the world map, you will be utilizing Chocobo quite a lot, not just riding, but it has various parts. And you're able to customize various things, so you're
They
able
just
to
look so
customize
goddamn
Chocobo
happy.
and create your own Chocobo as you explore the world map. So cute. You feel like this sense of affinity. Red 13 seems to be very wary. So I think they might be feeling something. So Chocobo is a bit hungry, so he's going to go back to the branch. So it looks very happy. So he's come back. So as you just saw, the world is vast, which I think we've been conveyed. So going back to Chocobo's branch, going back to where you come is a bit of a troublesome. But for those places that you've visited
So I'm going
before,
to assume,
you can,
since we see the Buster Sword and the
register that as a
OG
fast
Gatling
track.
gun on Barrett
So
and
very
Cloud,
fast action.
that we
So
will be returning to
I
our
want you to
stock
utilize this
weapons.
fast
There will
track
be no
function.
type of
And over
carryover at
there
all.
You see Chocobo already back in the ranch. Yes, Chocobo's back. This time, Chocobo wants to capture you ride and then you go to exploration, but this is the first Chocobo, so it's a tutorial. So this time we had the Chocobo to come back to the ranch to provide various lecture. So we're going to prepare, so the green, old green Chocobo green is saying please wait. So utilizing this time, we want to showcase some of the elements of the exploration of world map whilst we wait for Chocobo to finish eating. So we're going to go out and then, oh wow,
Chadley.
it's Chadley. Chadley, have you forgotten me?
I guess it was wishful thinking not to see him again.
If you say, I don't remember you, Chadley will sleep. But of course we remember Chadley. And of course all of you would remember Chadley, but in the previous, in the combat intel, we provided, and by accomplishing that, it came up with something. So Cloud was prompted. So
Ready
said
for
that
more tedious
Chadley said, "I
augmented
want to go
reality
to the world
tasks,
map."
Cloud?
So he's now made his research to world map. So by exploring the world
Who am I
map
kidding? As
and
long as
from
Chadley
the
keeps
knowledge
giving us
that you've
materia, he
developed,
can be
you're able
wherever
to
he
develop
wants.
the materia. So basically, he's saying that, let's cooperate together. So I think Chadley has a story of his own. So he wants to this is a very important element to explore the world map. He's saying that Shinla, the old Remno wave tower, are in the world map that are not utilized, but by utilizing that, Chadley will be able to explore the world map.
Huh.
So activating various communication towers, able to expand the areas he is able to explore, and he's saying that let's expand this world map. So it's a game to explore the world map, and that is his intention, and Cloud also follows on that too. So the Remno Wave Tower, we're going to initiate that. So he's saying it's very close by, over there. It's just there. So it's better just you go there yourself because it's so close. So the world is going to be in your hands.
So he helps
he's
open
saying,
up the
let's
map
do it
for you.
together. So let's initiate the first one or activate the first one. So like this. So Chadley is in the world map, so we've given him a new uniform like a Boy Scout costume. So as you can see, under the Remna Wave Tower, there's the activation terminal. So this is by putting in the module that was received earlier, the Remna Wave Tower will be activated. So we've been very careful with the mechanics here. So this has the fantasy elements and the light elements, which is the Final Fantasy VII. Wow, it's really good for my heart, I suppose. So by activating the Remna Wave Tower, the world map close to the Remna Wave Tower, you're able to detect, and Chadley knows where they want to explore or investigate. So like this. So Chadley's searching, investigating. And then, as you can see, on the area maps, the area Chadley wants you to investigate will appear. And by initiating these requests and executing that, you're able
we
to
are going to waste
material,
so much time on this map.
So currently we're going to activate the Remna wave, and we've done some analysis. So let us develop one materia. So let us develop a materia. So you're able to develop various materia.
You think? No, I know.
The user is
No stone will be left unturned under my watch.
So you're able to develop and select the one that you want to use, like this. So there are various materials you've never come across. So there are very convenient materia. Oh, very interesting. Noda-san loves materia. I love materia.
Who doesn't love materia?
So
I mean, let's be real.
So let us try one.
World report.
So it's around 800 meters difference. So from Calm to Chocobo Ranch, it was 1 kilometer. So I think it's roughly the same distance. But now Chocobo's ready. We're going to ride on Chocobo and see how convenient Chocobo is.
Okay, I see the vending machines next to the benches are also back.
Go to our destination. That one, that Pico, right? Pico is ready.
Oh, you just whistle in the Chocobo shows? That is nice. I like it.
So Red 13 too. So that's Red 13, right?
Red's riding one of the Chocobos.
Red 13's riding. Wow. So
just hanging on for dear life.
Chocobo realizes, detects something.
Oh, he's holding the reins and everything.
The wild rabbit has the tendency of digging or putting something underground.
Oh, that is hilarious.
So if Chocobo makes a response, I want you to proactively use Chocobo. So Chocobo, you don't want to capture a wild rabbit, so very cute, huh?
Ooh! Moogle House!
That's the Moogle House. Moogle House. Did you realize? It's Moogle House. I loved Gold Saucer, so I don't have time, so we have to skip here.
No, bullshit. You go back.
Metal, right? So as we proceed,
we never get to see real Moogles.
The combat request of Chadley will be conducting, but normally there are various like mini games and.
Oh, you can just straight up not engage. Cool.
Solve the mystery. It's really fast, but due to time this time around, we will be explaining the one with the combat. So we've arrived.
Chocobo is very helpful. It's so quick, and you can see the monster a guide system will give you an explanation.
So I have a feeling we're going to be on foot quite a bit while we're exploring, and then once we open up the world some more, then we'll go Chocobo.
And what kind, how they live in this area. It's like explanation at the zoo. So it's like audio guide. And it's not the key tips for combat.
Okay, so we have to fight the 2 giant Pokemon in order to activate the tower.
Is not something that you let players to grow in levels, but rather we wanted to create a story behind all of the elements in the world. It's not that you are just fighting and defeating enemies, but I'd like you to know the details about each monster and how they live. That is something we created in this content. And
Cloud immediately just walks up and taps one on the ass.
well created a living environment, and here you can see
Yo!
strong
Oh!
monsters.
Oh,
And
what
the
is he
start of play,
doing?
You can battle with this monster, but you should be well
Cloud just did
prepared,
like some type of
or
flurry
you'll be
attack.
killed beaten by these monsters. They are so strong and powerful. And here I'd like to talk about synergy ability. Is different from synergy skills. You should charge the gauge and consume the gauge to use that synergy ability. And how you can charge
So can
this
Aerith still fire laser
synergy
beams from her
gauge,
staff?
when you
Please say
consume
yes.
ATB gauge, then
Like,
you
Aerith
can
was
charge
way more fun than
the
she should have been, honestly.
synergy gauge. So when you use ATB more and more, then you can increase and charge synergy gauge. So you should consume ATB gauge. And by doing so,
Yay!
you can
She
use
can!
synergy ability. And if you'd like to show the synergy ability between Cloud and Red 13, and then you need to increase the synergy gauge of both
What's more fun
characters,
than
Cloud
Aerith
and
with
Red
laser
13.
beam?
So I should
Multiple laser
count
beams!
this and increase the gauge. So,
Alright, I'm glad the stagger
switching
gauge is still back.
characters beats better
Well, not
battles.
still
That
back,
is
but back.
something we'd like to highlight. You should not use just one
Sorry, I'm
character,
I'm
but
excited.
You'd like to charge synergy gauge, switching characters, and then you can use move. In the previous title, you can just use Cloud only, but in this title, you can use various characters, and in doing so, you can utilize synergy.
Red looks
ability,
like he's
which
gonna
will
be so much fun.
good for playing this game. You can see the gauge is charged and is on the increase.
Running out of
I'd
time.
like to release the synergy ability. They are so strong. We see the life point AP is on the decrease. I think you should cure yourself. Yes, let us cure ourselves. Be ready, and after this attack, we'd like to use the synergy ability.
Okay, well, the timer just completely counted down, so does
So
the...
invincible. Aerith is creating magic.
The timer's got to be tied to something else, I guess?
Then chain ability. This is a synergy ability, and we are going to use a savage assault.
Ooh.
So cool.
Oh,
This is so cool.
I want that.
Yes, this special move, synergy, is so fantastic, and each character offers various synergy abilities, so please learn them and use them to the extent possible. There's every combination, every character, right? Yes, that is correct. And that is the exploration of the map, the world repo of the world intel of the Tatooine, and you can see the map is so big, so large. There are so many unexplored areas. And this time, some of you may know, you can play a mercenary quest. Mercenary quest, there are so many people in need. You can start quests. When you go to cities, you can start various quests.
Is that calm?
See some green icons on top of some of the
It is. Look,
people.
the inn
Then
at
you
calm.
can talk to them,
Wow.
and they will ask some questions to you.
Look how alive this place looks.
The governor of Calm. There's a Mako Tank in Calm, but they are in short of Mako from Mako Tank. They are in worry, but I will ignore him because I don't have time. Like, this is Calm. Yes, you can see this is Calm. Calm, it is so fantastic. You can see so many people living here. And as you are walking around in the city, it's difficult to identify.
Like, Calm was just like a little hole-in-the-wall town on the map.
For
This
some people. And in this world,
vibrant
you
looks
have very
alive.
nice functions.
Go ahead, join the dance,
You
Cloud.
don't have to go around. There's the notice board at the city where people will give notice on quests. So as you can see this is the notice board. When you see notice board, you can see some quests or requests on the board.
Okay, so this is basically the side jobs that you did in part 1.
So
But now it's per city.
Pick this one that is livestock bane. This is the quest. You can start initiating the quest, or you can do several tasks in parallel.
Yeah. This is straight up what you were doing in the first game. It's just outside of Midgar.
You can just continuously receive quest as many as possible, and you can complete tasks as you'd like. I see. Now, in this quest, as time's limited, I'm
Confirmed Final Fantasy VII has cows.
Where I've never visited, but you need to go to that place to use fast travel in the original game. And this is the person who's in need and the client. In this quest, maybe we need to dig deep about these characters, or they make some requests to solve problems for them. So by finishing various quests, you can learn many things about this world. So in the original, I skipped or I went through without doing anything, but no, Calm is the first place you go to in this title, so you can do many things, not just characters. Together with Cloud, there's some character playing the major role. In this quest, Red 13 is with Cloud, so Cloud plus someone from your party will play mercenary, and by doing so you can build trust and better relationship with Cloud, and you can imagine how that will play out in the later part of the game. And then
So,
the livestock will
depending on
attack,
who is in your party the most, because the original game had like a date sequence at the Golden Saucer section. Who you used the most and interacted with the most is who you went on the date with, and it could be Tifa or Aerith. It could even wind up being Barrett or Red. So that's what that is. That is exactly what that is. So depending on what bond you form with what party member, that's going to come into play later.
In Red 13 says it's been several days since the enemy attack here is so demotivated after finding that out. And Cloud says that we should rely on Chocobo, and Chocobo in this world has a very good sense of smell, and better than Red 13. Not just wandering around the world map, but also there are so many quests and you can problem solve with Chocobo.
Red riding the Chocobo is comedy.
Does not like Chocobo will overtake his ability, but when you send
Aerith riding the Chocobo all improperly, not straddling the saddle, she gonna fall.
Red 13 says, well, I can track this out. The Red 13 is trying to compete against Chocobo. But when you lost the track of the scent, then you can smell again so that you can see the route of the scent. And when you follow this along, you can move to the next phases of the story. So Chocobo is very important, not just wandering around the map, but also various quests in the title.
That's cool.
This is how it works. 30 minutes have passed. It's so fantastic, and from this and onwards, please play it by yourself. So this is something I can show you. It was so quick. Well, we're still in Calm, the first city, and there are so many things in front of you in the story. There are so many things we have to know. I'm interested in the swamplands. I'm so intrigued, and not just Chocobo. There's so many volume contents. This is the first area. This is just the first city.
Is that the key art for the game?
Here. So many contents till the end of the title, right? That is correct. So fantastic. And the battle system, combat system, it looks so exciting. Yes, it is well crafted, and also in the trail play, many people touched on that, and we received very good feedback and very delighted as we'd like to consider what would be the best approach to move in the battle. Not just combat in battle, but also chocobos, not just vehicles, but it's like they are party member in a way. Yes, and they are so cute.
The field, but even up to here we've had a lot of volume, so Hamaguchi-san, there is something that you still want to show. So today, on this TGS stage, it wanted to showcase the video or the title, but normally if I planned that, it would take 2 hours just for my part. So, but the director said that you can't have all of the TGS. Of course, that's no surprise, but so this time around, I kind of shrank it into a half an hour. So, the basic systems of the game, I've only been able to explain that, but there are the fluent variety of the games which I was not able to explain, showcase today. So I would like to have this opportunity, because you're all here, to cut some part, and a lot of people are participating online too. So today we would like to share some new informations. Therefore, there are various informations, and it's information only for Grassland. Not everything, but I'm so glad I came here today. So I've kind of made that into 2 to 3 minutes video. So I would like to show this for the first time. Great. Please. So you're able to make reactions. Please feel to make. So this is the Moogle house, the one we saw earlier. So cute. So it's like a mini game. So
the hell?
Moogle house mini game. And
oh god, those guys are back.
them. The various characters are coming to the world map together with Cloud escaping or fleeing from Midgar. So there's various stories. They have various stories.
So those morons obviously didn't learn their lesson.
So they're characters that I love. And in this one, we also have a card game. And
oh god, there's a card game?
That there's a story. So from the start till the end, you're able to play during the game. I just showed you just a bit.
You can customize the Chocobo!
So, as I
give him
said,
armor.
you're able
Prepare
to
him for
customize
war.
and attach parts. What was that card game? So I'm showing you bits and pieces. So this is different from Chocobo Race, but as a tutorial for Chocobo, for you to be able to...
Chocobo time trials.
This itself is enjoying. So the characters we saw earlier will appear on Quest, and you're able to see the relationships and the background of these characters. This is where Aerith is the protagonist. So the theme is the flower.
You have to go pick flowers again.
So in the previous one, we saw this, right? In the previous title, I think they were picking flowers. Aerith was picking the flowers, and not just the monsters we saw earlier. There are very strong monsters that appear if you are able to conquer some request. So this one is a very strong one. So if you are able to finish a certain condition, it appears. It's a very rare monster. So there's the piano.
You get to play the piano?
Piano? Beat? Can it be? So it's now like a different game. So it's now a rhythm game. Wow, they're playing. It's a rhythm game.
The piano part is now a mini game?
So there's more songs that he can play?
Wait, is that Wutai?
Where is this place? Where is this? Ah la 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 la. Oh, I'm so intrigued. What was that?
I thought they said Wutai wasn't going to be in the game.
We clued that it would have taken 2 hours, and the director said I can't present that. So you showed me bits and pieces. This is like, I wanted to see many.
Oh, I need to see more.
All, but there were mini games. There were card games. What's that? So can you play that everywhere? Yes. So there's one story within it, and with the card players, you're able to resolve the mystery and solve, and it comes to a very heartbreaking or heartful end. So how much can you play?
Oh, so, okay, so the card game is a side quest in and of itself that actually has a plot line?
The main part, so there's a lot. So rather than doing everything, it should be that you should be selective and do the things that you like. And then once you go through the story, you go back, or once you've cleared the games, then you go back. So I think it's really dependent on the individual. Wonderful.
We're just gonna do everything.
And we also saw the piano. The piano, those who played, I'm sure it's a reminiscence. So you will get the final heaven. You remembered? So
well, yeah, the original game playing the piano at Tifa's home gave her Final Heaven, her level 4 limit break.
I showed you a video, but I said it was for the grassland, but there are different information. So the piano is one in a different area. And the reason why I include that today is because that minigame, I wanted Noda-san you to play today. So it's like a sound game. It's a sound game.
Oh, so we'll be doing the piano as a mini game throughout the course of the game as we travel to different locations. There's just going to be pianos. Focus camera. There's just going to be pianos at every POI.
Pressure on me. I wonder if I can do it. Okay, you will. Can I play? All right, we have it over there. So this is the play corner. Wow. So this is the RL, so right hand, left hand. So we're going to switch to the screen. So like this. So there's the clearance mode, like the one in the original. So you're able to play the piano with this. So this is really quite real. So you could play like a real piano. So I want you to play the songs that you like and like you to share that. So you can really become a piano master. So I might be able to play one song, right? Yes. The developer staff was able to play and show that to everybody. I'd like to see that. It might be a concert out of here. So this time, if you press the button in the middle and select the song, so Final Fantasy VII.
All right, here comes the JS ranks every song in the game stream.
The user is able to discuss, but today I'm going to be nasty, and we have the theme for Aerith and Tifa. So Noda-san, I want you to showcase which camp you are. Noda-san, are you Aerith camp or Tifa camp?
Yes.
Okay.
Which one? Just yes. Just yes.
So I'm going to pick Aerith because I have no choice. So I have no choice, but I'm going to...
Aerith's theme is one of my favorites, for sure.
So yes. So you've got this Buster Sword as you play. Can I? So there's the countdown. Come on, go!
Oh.
Okay, got it, nice, okay. Okay, so
oh, he is struggling.
You're doing okay. Okay, got it. I got it. And then the songs come along. Wonderful.
I like how it's incorporating both, just like it would the two separate hands when you actually play piano.
You're doing well. You're doing well for the first time. It's considering it's your first time. So you're using the analog stick, so not just the right hand side. If you have to use your left hand side, unless you're used, you do come to a panic. And the music, there are various music notes in the world. You're able to find the song and make various challenges.
A little fast. A little fast there.
Now close. This is that level 3 song. Very, very well. Well done.
I can't wait to play that.
So exciting. I can play this forever.
That was absolutely amazing. Like, y'all may not see me on Destiny for a long time. Oh my god. I cannot wait for Rebirth. That looks absolutely incredible.